Did you feel like you were just anxious, ready to go? I mean, you were so economical once you got into the game.
I felt like that a little bit. Sitting out for a while kind of had me, wanting to play and missing my teammates on the court.
How long have you been dealing with this? Was it something that was bothering you during games, or?
Well, really, I was just trying to get my win back, towards the Canada game. So I was practicing, and, but when you're out for a week, college basketball, you're not up to speed.
Was it just a flu, or?
Yeah, it was just a flu.
Yeah. Was that frustrating because you're starting to hit your stride, and all of a sudden, you got to stop for a bit?
Yeah, it kind of was frustrating a little bit, but, you just got to focus on moving forward and, coming back stronger.
And when you're out for a week, how do you feel it? Is it your legs? Is it your lungs?
The lungs, pretty much, yeah. Just getting my win back, really. Getting some good shots in, getting a touchback, just a feel for the game.
Could you have played the last game? Did you feel ready then?
Not really.
No.
What about today? Gino said talked to you at halftime about playing, but did you know you weren't going to play in the first half? Or?
I didn't really know. Just off of coach's feel and what he feels is best for the team.
So when he asked you at halftime, you're like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
What about a couple of those finishes around the rim, man? We know you can hit the corner three, but a couple of sweet finishes, reverse layup, offensive rebound type stuff.
Yeah, I like rebounding. That's my favorite way to finish, reverse up and under. So that was pretty good. I got to do that a couple of times tonight.
Does that corner three kind of get you going? Because that seems to be the place you like to shoot.
Yeah, I enjoy shooting the corner three all the time, and I don't know. I guess it's just my spot.
Do you just feel like you're finding your role right now? You look comfortable out there at this point.
I definitely feel like I'm finding my role. I'm more comfortable on the court, and I just feel like that came from game to game and just playing my teammates more and getting a better feel.
So how do you get your lungs back? Is it just a matter of taking a few extra sprints up and down during practice?
Practice and, getting extra workouts in. Just basically that. I mean, practice alone itself is your win back, so.
Did you have a chance to, when you went home for the holiday, kind of exhale? Because this has been a really tough stretch, and freshman year, you're really jumping in the deep end. What was that like when you get home?
I enjoyed being at home for 4 days, which they said was the longest break that we got. So I definitely spent time with my family, and I really enjoyed being home this time rather than like when we went home in September. You kind of want to go out and do things, but this time was more about spending time with family, just during the holidays.
Excuse my geography, but how close is your family to North Carolina? Where are you going next?
They're about 2 hours,
okay,
2 hours away. So
that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, my parents will be there and a couple of friends and stuff. So I'm looking forward to that game as well.
But the trip home was good for you. Did you just need to relax a little bit and understand that your senior year is going to go just fine?
Yeah, the break was nice. Just kind of got to think about something besides basketball and, just gather myself and regroup.
Did you feel like you were putting too much pressure on yourself to be perfect in your senior year, and now you just kind of relaxed and looked like yourself again today?
Just trying to do the things that, I'm good at, how to go back to the basics, basically, and just start with the, fundamentals and the things that made me good, and just kind of rely on that, and then I'll just build from there.
Any idea that you were 10 for 10 during the game?
No, I didn't. I didn't know until Shay told me after the game.
What about the last one? I mean, off-balance, left-handed shot in the lane while you're getting hit there, running through. It's a nice way to cap off a game.
Yeah, I mean, I probably had every pivot, post move, whatever it was, just to kind of get it off, but glad it went in.
When did you start knowing you had it today and feeling it, and were you calling for it? Were your teammates looking for you?
I think, it just started with defense. That's kind of how it always is for me. If I don't get going on defense in the game, it's just kind of not going to come to me. So I just had to make sure that, I had picked up the intensity. I was picking up full court, and that kind of got me going.
Second quarter, you guys had 6 steals. Could you sense that you guys were jumping in the lanes and trying to get the game go a little faster?
Yeah, I mean, it's always great when we have all 5 guys on the floor, looking to get steals or looking to get in the passing lanes. When it's just 1 or 2 guys, it's kind of hard because then, things start getting back to the layups or whatever it is. But it seemed like everybody was on the same page today.
It seemed like anyone was settling for threes today. I think you outscored them 60-something to 10 in the paint or something like that. Was that an emphasis to try to get the ball in the lane, to try to go to the basket today?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it was just a lot of offensive rebounding. We had a lot in transition, and I think we were just attacking on the drive more. That's something that we've been emphasizing because we haven't been looking for it as much. So I'm glad that we got some penetration today.
What did you see from Meg in the second half? She came in sick and she played in the first half, but she came in and made a lot of plays around the rim.
Yeah, I mean, what was great is she seemed like she didn't miss a beat, and I think you could tell that she was just really excited to be out playing basketball again, and that's someone that just truly loves the game. And for her to be out that long, and you could tell that she was just hungry and she was ready to play. And I mean, her first shot was that corner three and went right in, so you could tell that she wanted it.
The 7 assists feel good today again too. It seemed again like you're just feeling better out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I've always just tried to find my teammates. I've always kind of had a pass first mentality, and I'm trying to be better with my decision making. Still trying to limit the turnovers. I think I had a few today. But yeah, I mean, that's just something that's part of my game.
Coach said when you're rolling the way you are, like both shooting and passing, the whole offense just kind of runs on all cylinders and makes it easy for it to be balanced. How do you feel about like your ability to help the whole team, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, I've heard people call me like a point forward. He's called me the point forward kind of thing. And just trying to, especially, when Crystal is out at the end there, just trying to make sure I'm getting things going from whatever position I'm in. And, just something I'm working on. And I know it's an ability that I could, really grow with. So just working on that.
Very strong start. I mean, you see that you guys were just doubling them up, score-wise every single point of this game. What was it about just how this team came out and you guys were able to dominate so much today?
We kind of just wanted to start off fresh, and we had that little break and basically start a new year and start off the right way coming into conference. So we came out and just played as hard as we could.
What can you say about Gabby today and her performance? I mean, was it something she had for breakfast? I mean, like, what was it out there?
I don't know. I think it's interesting to see when Gabby has these games because she'll do this stuff in practice, and sometimes, she doesn't get as much opportunities because we have people hitting shots or doing other things. But when she has games like this, it just shows how important she is to this team, and it just makes everything flow smoother when she is playing like this.
It wasn't the best game from downtown for the team collectively, but to still, seemingly will, your way into the paint and score time and time again. What can you say just about the team's effort to, fight through a struggle like that?
Yeah, I mean, we don't want to rely on, making our three-point shot the only way to score, and so that's exactly what we plan to do when shots aren't going, and we know that, we're not going to always have great shooting days. We've had a lot of good ones, but we know that this is going to happen. It's going to continue to happen, so we have to be able to score from so many different positions.
Talk about the job Meg did coming in the second half off the bench.
Yeah, she did great. She missed a few practices in a game, and she really stepped up and showed why she should be out there on the court, and I thought she played great. I think she kind of shows what she adds to this team, and she's very comfortable out there, which is very assuring for us to know and have that with her because she's a great shooter and a great player.
And going back to Gabby, Gino said when she's passing and scoring, you guys very hard to stop. Feel that way out there?
Yeah, definitely. I think when Gabby's hitting shots like this, and she's been doing it more and more consistently in practices too, which is scary for other teams because I know she's just going to continue to play this way, and it might have taken her a little bit to get back in her groove this year, but she's right there, and this is when we're at our best, and I think she's going to continue to do this stuff. And the great thing about her is that even if she's not scoring, she's still doing the things that are that important, like rebounding and passing.
When she made her last shot, that leaner in the lane, you got up and started laughing, and I was just wondering what you're thinking. Yeah, she's got it going, or I don't know what went through your mind, but what did?
Yeah, definitely. I think it was kind of funny because it was just an awkward play, and just it rolled in, and that's when you just have sometimes you just have those games as a player, and that she was having it today, and she was playing as hard as she could, so it was good.
Well, you know what that's like, don't
you? Definitely.
There was one play, and it must have been midway through the third quarter. The ball came down off a shot, and you let Memphis get a rebound. And I turned to her and I said, she's going to finish with 9, right?
I don't even remember.
You had 9 rebounds.
That happened, but I don't remember.
And you haven't had a double-double.
Oh,
and you haven't had a double-double here.
Yeah, I don't. That doesn't really concern me that much. I think the biggest
the rebounding was good.
Yeah, I thought I've been trying to rebound more, but I'm just trying to play, and whoever, just as long as somebody gets it and the other team doesn't, that's all that matters.
What went into the rebounding? Were you feeling just really energized out there, right place, right time? What do you think?
Probably both. I think I've been trying to rebound more. I've been trying to rebound more in practice and stuff, and so it's been happening more in the games. And I guess, balls kind of bounce towards me a little bit more, but there's days when, I don't need to get those rebounds because he's getting them or someone else is. So it kind of just, whoever is there is going to rebound for us, and that's the good thing about having so many people that do rebound is that we can kind of go and feed off of one other person.
You talk about the press in the second quarter. You guys had 6 steals. Mm-hmm. Just talk about what it generated for you guys offensively. And
yeah, I think it just made everything just a lot easier. When we're playing like that, you can definitely see in our offense and just the way kind of we all are working together that it really helps, and we want to get back to that. And I think we haven't really necessarily been doing that as much recently, and so we want to continue to press and get open looks in transition because that's when we're at our best.
How much does it energize you guys when Gabby's playing the way she did today, really getting after it defensively, passing the ball really well?
Yeah, it's great. I think we're at our best as a team when she's playing like that, and she did that a lot last year, and she continues to do that, whether or not she's necessarily scoring or doing one or the other as much. She does at least one of them or 2 of them every single game, which is huge. And without her, it just kind of doesn't flow as easy as it should because she can kind of play that 2 through 5 spot for us, so it doesn't really matter who else is in around her. She'll figure out how to kind of distribute the ball, score when she needs to, and do everything.
It's her 4th game since she's been here, going 7 for 7 or better. She's keeping up size almost everyone. How hard is it? Can you appreciate how difficult that is for someone like her to be that many times to just be automatic in the lane like that?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's amazing, and she's really done a lot to work on her outside game and work on being a scorer for us. And like I said, sometimes it doesn't show with, sometimes we have other people taking those shots, but when she needs to step up, she will, and she'll have plenty more of these games. I know.